I'll
Keep the change.
I don't like that.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
All right.
Episode 67. We're being weird.
Yeah. It's a giant head. That's all you are. You're like fucking Krang.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were, yeah, never mind. You were a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy.
Probably. I mean, I was older, like, messing with Ninja Turtles than I was with G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I went from, like, G.I. Joe to Ninja Turtles to
drugs.
Nah, there was some X-Men and Marvel guys mixed in there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then before I got into Power Rangers, drugs.
Yeah, gotcha. All right.
Not really, though.
Yeah. So what's up?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Another exciting day. Beautiful Friday.
It's actually nice out.
Done with my shifts at the airport for the week.
Hell yeah. I got to work on Sunday, which fucking sucks.
Why?
Brown graduation.
Oh.
Fucking hate that college, man. Tried to find fucking parking at Zaco yesterday, and literally every fucking on-street parking spot was gone. And there's like a fucking sea of like Brown University parking lots that have like no cars in them, and they won't let you park in them.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? You guys are just assholes.
I used to park at the hospital across the street from over there.
Yeah?
Yeah. But it would always be like late night
Yeah.
when I was going there. It wouldn't be like during working hours.
Right, yeah. Yeah, trying to get like a fucking parking spot in that area at like 12:45 on a fucking Tuesday is like impossible.
Yeah. I mean, they used to have that lot behind it. They don't have that anymore.
Yeah, but it's fucking Brown University parking. Like, you can't park there either now.
Yeah, that's what, well, back in the day, I think they had control of the
lot back there?
Yeah.
Well,
Or they shared it or something like that. But.
well, either way, I fucking parked in that goddamn lot for like 11 minutes. I like literally went inside once, like dropped something off and came back out, and the fucking guy had already given me a ticket. It's like, are you just like, what? Are you like fucking patrolling just this one lot?
Yeah, and it's like, dude, did you just watch me get out of my car and not tell me that I couldn't park there?
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that doesn't sound exciting to me at all. The graduation stuff.
No, it sucks.
It makes me feel blessed that I don't have to deal with any of that anymore.
Yeah, it blows.
Like, I don't work on Sundays, and nobody goes to my other place for like a fancy dinner.
Yeah.
And it's like the biggest table you can get is maybe you can put 6 people at the biggest table that we have.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So like your large gatherings are just not
existent.
Not here, yeah.
I love that.
But it is, I don't know if you have to deal with, well, you don't deal with this anywhere that you actually mix drinks. But it's fucking patio season, bro.
Oh my God, yeah, it is.
And it is the worst.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that just comes in is like, can we sit outside?
We sit outside.
And they're like so happy about it. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking wet already. You're going to make me evaporate.
Yeah.
And you're not going to have anybody to help you out.
That's the best part, too, is when they're outside and then they complain about things where you're just, like, pouring sweat and you're like, motherfucker, why would you ever even dream of talking to me about, like, how, like, it's kind of, is there any shade out here? It's kind of uncomfortable. It's like, I am fucking literally dripping sweat off my balls right now, lady.
Yeah.
Like, do not talk to me.
I can feel it coming down my leg.
Yeah. Or the people are just like, there's a lot of bugs outside. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's the fucking outdoors, you dipshit.
Or like the people that will be like, can you wipe this down? And it's like, oh, the table outside that got leaves on it? Yeah. I'll be fucking right there. All right?
Yeah, I'll be sure to remove the pollen from the fucking world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it at my other job, though, because like everybody's like fed up with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every single person that works there is like, you can sit out there, but I bet you, I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm going to forget about you.
Yeah.
Because it's not part of the normal routine. You know what I mean? You just make that circular lap, and then you're like, oh, shit, there's tables on the patio.
Yeah.
And you go out there, and you're like, I fucking told you. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you this was going to happen.
Now it's your fault.
Yeah. And then again, and it's also like the season of the restaurant that I work at, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's already like you go from like having, 50% of the dining room sat and 50% of the bar sat on what you would consider like a decently busy shift to now having all 12 tables, all of the bar seats, and now
a whole other
25 extra people on the patio being like, hey, did you forget about it? It's like, yes. We tried to preface this with this information.
Yeah.
It's almost like I want to, like, I feel like on Sundays, for example, if I was a server there having the 12 tables just running around the whole time, I would just be like, yo, bartender, the patio is yours, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got 13 people to deal with at once. Like, go fucking make some extra money and take your ass out there. Tell them, like, drinks and apps only or something.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a solution. Like, you cannot have a fucking chicken parmesan and the service required to have it out there.
Well, and who would want to? Who's out
dude,
like renegade eating chicken parm in a fucking 90-degree day?
I never sold more soups last weekend either.
That's crazy.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's like, well, it's the same. It's the drink thing where it's just like, if you want to order a frozen drink outside on a 90-degree day, sure, but like then the inverse is damn, knocking yourself out. The inverse is true, where it's just like, you can't then fucking order a hot soup on a 90-degree day. You can have one or the other, you know?
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
That's fucking nuts.
I think it's ever since we had that draft, I'd be making espresso martinis angrily now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's because you have to now because of the draft.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know why. I don't know why that drink never made me mad.
It's a fucking annoying
like,
drink.
never once was I like, can you fucking just order it with the goddamn Baileys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just I don't get mad about that follow-up question, but I'm mad about the old-fashioned. Doesn't make any sense. But now, I'm not mad about the old-fashioned, and I am irate about your coffee-flavored Long Island iced tea that you're asking me to execute right now.
To me, it's just the people who order them and the way they order them. Like, you never get just people who are just like, you know, I'll have an espresso martini. It's just like, I'm going to be bad. I'm going to have an espresso martini.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a fucking loser, dude. Like, you're a fucking loser.
And then they like inspire everybody else to get them. And they're like, we're all bad
Oh, my God. We're all going to get an espresso martini.
Like, I'm fucking calling airport police on everybody right now.
And that's a fucking other thing with espresso martinis. You're a group of 4 people. One of you orders an espresso martini. The other one orders an espresso martini. It goes around the circle. Everyone gets an espresso martini. You are not fucking allowed to put any other fucking condition on your drink order. At that point in time, you're all getting it the same. Like, that should just be a rule. I hate the people who are like, I want an espresso martini. I want any Baileys. Okay. I want an espresso martini. I want to touch Baileys. Okay. I want an espresso martini. I'm going to just do it regular. Do all the Baileys that you would normally do. Cool. I want an espresso martini. Can I get that with tequila reposado? Holy shit. I got a fucking dirty 4 fucking shakers now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this should be a, 2-shaker order, 4 of you. Like, 2 in each. I'm ready to go. Now I got to do this shit 4 fucking times because each one of you wants it just a little bit different. And at the end of the day, all it is just fucking coffee water inside of with booze in it.
This is making me really inspired right now if I'm connecting the dots on what's going on.
Why?
Because I've already, in an old place of mine that is probably responsible for all these back problems that I have learned that there's no phone behind the bar anymore. And the way that you're describing making these drinks, it sounds like we're just bringing drinks to the table instead of pouring them tableside.
Oh, no, we're pouring them tableside. These are the people at the bar, though. Like,
all right.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, 4 people sit at the bar. They all get espresso martinis. Each one of them gets, just a little bit different than the other one.
Yeah,
it's
I gotcha.
If I made these all 4 the same fucking way, you probably wouldn't be able to tell all that much. But, like, because...
Except for the black guy.
Yes. I'm just saying, though, like... The bottom line is why are you fucking making me do that shit? Like, just, like, a little bit of Baileys or the normal amount of Baileys. You're talking about, like, negligible fucking difference, you know? Like, why do you like it like that? You know? Just fucking order it. Like, I asked you whether you wanted Baileys or not. I don't give a fuck how much you actually wanted in it. Like, at that point, that's my decision to make. Yeah. You've entrusted me. If you don't like the way I make an espresso martini, don't come. Don't come. Don't give me notes. That's more or less what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Don't give me, I don't want to fucking hear I want it extra dirty. I want to, well, actually, I guess fuck them. Fuck them anyway. I don't want notes. Order your fucking drink. I'll make it. If you don't like it, don't come back. That's how I feel about bartending now.
That'd be funny to, like, go to a bar and, like, somebody just fucking gives you a drink that they think you drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like generalizing?
Like, the bartender, like, assesses you.
Yeah.
It gives you, like, a little squinty eye and is like...
I've done that before to somebody who I thought was a regular, but she just looked like a regular. But I just put a glass of Pinot Grigio in front of her, thinking I was being slick, and she was like, what is this? Like a Pinot Grigio. It's like, I don't drink.
You're like, damn, I thought you would have bitch with a new haircut.
Well, it was just one of the things where
Shit.
it's like, then I got to thinking about it. I was like, it is a specific woman who orders a Pinot Grigio at a bar. It's like, yeah, you looked kind of bitchy, so I assumed you wanted a Pinot Grigio.
I like that. Yeah, like you seemed like you still had some life left, so I gave you a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, exactly.
Like some hay in the sunshine. That story that you were telling, though, made me, like, I did the same thing when I worked at Bar Louie, and that's how I got fired.
Really?
Yeah, because some black dude came in wearing a Yankees hat, looking like my boy.
Did you give him Hennessy?
No. Like I thought it was like a case of mistaken identities for regulars.
Yeah.
Like I thought this was my boy. Gave him a Heineken.
Yeah.
And he was like, I need to talk to your manager right now. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But like I was the manager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, it's me. What are you gonna like?
Yeah.
What are you? Do you know what I mean? But this was also a place where I was like running like the best scam that I ever ran.
Yeah.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
Brought
Where
my
you
own
brought in
bottles
your
in.
booze? Yeah.
So at that point, I had like been friends with one of the girls that worked there, and she dated a manager. So she had like ratted me out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this red card situation wasn't like they're trying to get me.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? And I got myself because I thought that was my guy.
Yeah.
But so I had to like call the general manager and be like, yo, I just got red carded. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, if you're going to fire me about this tomorrow, then I'm leaving the restaurant right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were like, well, let's just try to talk about it. And I was like, I should just fucking leave. Like, I know I'm going to get fired and I should fuck you guys for this on my way out. And I just closed my shift, made the last of the money that I could make. You know what I mean? And then got fired the next day. But
Yeah.
there was also like a situation where one of the servers who was close with the GM was like, Ryan, she's going to come up here and ask you to go for a walk with her outside. And all you got to do is come clean and say you're sorry. And you won't do it anymore. And everything will be fine. And I was like, nah. Hell no. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even like, I don't know. I was just like, nah. Like, catch me. You know? Like,
I prefer war.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
And that's a funny throwback though, because that lady used to be like the not saying no names, I guess. Used to be the not the bloodlines, but running the shit for your guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
So her name was Maggie. So it's like she's the one that like hired like all these cats that are like over there now. You know, like they all have stories about her and shit. And when I worked at Balooza, she would always be like, well, when we were over here, we would do it like this. I had never even heard of that restaurant.
Yeah.
You know? So I'd be like, yo, what? Where? And she
So when
would
you
get,
got
like,
there, you were like, wait a minute, what?
yeah, like, because I was working at McCormick and Schmick's at the time, too.
Yeah.
And then I forget, maybe it was just like the new opening spot that I went to. And then the manager, I had no idea. She was like one of my regulars, and like two bartenders had quit. She's like, yo, come in tomorrow. I need somebody strong. And so, like, that's how I started working there. But it's not like I needed the job, and I was already an accomplished bartender anyway.
Yeah.
So I was already at McCormick's, which was like a high-end bar program, and she'd be, like, trying to tell me about this place. And I'm like, lady, I don't know how much nicer this place can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm already doing nice shit. Like,
Yeah.
But she was actually the inspiration for me to learn how to pour dry rocks, if you've ever had, like, a manager ride you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
just like perfect pouring a martini or whatever, or perfect pouring a margarita or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Like, she's the one that got me to learn how to like do counts on things other than like what do you call those that you like pour spouts?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd like figure out the rate on squeeze bottles or the rate on
Yeah.
store and pours or whatever like that. And she'd always challenge me. Like she'd like come and watch me do service bar and see if there was like any liquid left as I was like straining
doing
the
the
drinks
snap.
out. You know? Yeah. So I was like, I mean, for as much as I was like, yo, they fucked me, they fired me for me being a fucking goober. It was like they did make me a better bartender. You know?
Yeah.
They put me through the bar smarts program. I learned a lot of shit from that. And then they had me like open stores for them too at like far away locations. Like they sent me down to Delaware or Maryland, some spot like that. I got in trouble for smoking dope in the hotel room. Still didn't get fired for it. Like they gave me a long leash.
Yeah, I was gonna say
They gave me a long leash. Now
it sounds like you got fired for a lot of things.
yeah, maybe. But I mean, dude, you can do that when you're like
when you're getting
the
it
hammer.
done.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
And it's funny, like I would always be paranoid, like that I was like the bad kid because I always had buds on me.
Yeah.
So I'd always be worried that I smelled.
Oh, well, you did smell. I'll save you the suspense. Like, if you bring Bud into work, you stink. Yeah.
Yeah, but not like that. Like, I'd say it would be like in my bag or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I have my shit vacuum sealed after a while, you know, but I would always just be paranoid. So I think that kind of played into, like, I wanted to be a good worker, but I was also, like, always paranoid of, like, getting caught with
always
buds
felt like
on
somebody
me.
was on your, like, right on your fucking
It's
tail.
probably just a paranoia from getting high.
Probably.
You know? So. But yeah, that's Balooza. Now it's like some crazy concept where it's like the place runs the bar, and then there's like mad different kitchens inside it.
Really?
Which is like pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I forget what it's called.
So what do you mean? It's like a place you go to. The bar is the bar, no matter what. But then there are different restaurants inside of the bar.
Yeah, and then there's like instead of food trucks, it's like you know what I mean. Like other kitchens are set up in there at the same track 44.
Oh yeah,
shit like
gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
But
I guess I never knew that was a Bar Louie there.
that's where Bar Louie was.
Oh, okay. Well, I only know of Bar Louie from the one that's in fucking Gillette, like that one. I never realized there was one there.
Yeah, I would have been wicked interested in reopening because it sat vacant for a while after Bar Louie closed down. But the place was like all glass windows, and it took a beating in the Black Lives Matter riot of Providence.
Oh,
yeah. Like that's why they closed the other joint that they had down in that complex.
Oh shit!
Like
all
when we reopened from COVID, we went into that restaurant and like took all. You know,
everything
the glass racks, any of the stainless tables and shit, like anything that could help us over there.
Yeah.
Because they were like, they're letting us out of the lease because of all this shit. And I heard that there's supposed to be like a massive redevelopment there where like none of those restaurants were like going to stay. That's why Capitol Grill had gotten out of there and took over like where Roost Chris was at and stuff. Yeah. But that was
a long time ago
7 years ago at this point, and then nothing's happened. So it's unfortunate because I would have been down. Like that spot was dope. It was like a 40-person square bar in the middle with like a little dining room off to the side, and then all tables around the bar. And then the kitchen was like, you know, the missing piece of like the rectangle in the back. You know, like it was a great setup. Like,
I was gonna say. I mean, that seems like the flow probably worked pretty well.
Yeah. The only thing that sucked though is like how the middle island was set up. You couldn't see from like corner to corner on the bar.
Okay.
So like if
you'd have to go physically around.
Yeah, like if you were working service bar, you couldn't just like turn around and look. Like you'd have to like go peek and make sure the other side of the bar was good. You know? So
still though, I guess then it was kind of designed to have two bartenders in mind. But
on a busy night, sometimes they'd have 4 back there. Like when we first opened, I'd be like, yo, this is retarded. Like
I don't know. I mean, unless you have like, I mean, you know, in certain areas like, you know, Vegas and shit, like I can imagine having like 5, 6, 8, 10 bartenders, but like in an area like this, I don't know where, like how busy of a bar you would have to be to need 4 bartenders.
Yeah, I mean it did get busy, but it's like
still,
really like,
you know, like
the most you would ever need is 3.
Yeah,
it'd be like everybody had like 1.5 corners essentially.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But then even if you put the third guy on service, like locked in the whole time, now everybody just has like 2. It's 2 people having an L.
Yeah,
you know, and the service guy kind of being the float.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying, like, unless you're expecting to have like hundreds of people like at the bar, like you'll be fine, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the place did get packed.
Yeah.
But it was more like definitely more. I mean, maybe it's like that everywhere, but if you're the service bar guy, it's like you were like, dude, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm doing so much more stuff than you guys. You're just fucking hanging out. And it's like, I'm not generating any money for us by doing this because the server tip out is like ridiculous.
It's nothing.
It's like what you would make off of selling those drinks out in the wild is like nothing.
Yeah.
For those servers to like stand around and not even grab a bus bucket for you or do anything to make your life easier. Like,
yeah, I go back and forth on that idea of like fucking the tip out and shit because you're right. The servers should tip out more. However, like I get kind of like the aspect of, well, this is like just the shit you have to eat to make the fucking machine move, you know? Like, if you want to have a fucking job, people who sit at tables are going to need drinks, you know? So but as long as the money that's in your hand at the end of the night feels worth it, like you can't worry about tip out. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. It's a necessary evil. Now that said, if you're leaving and you're getting 210 when the server's walking with 620, at that point it's like, yo, what the fuck?
That's how it used to be before we reopened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you were the least earning employee there. Everybody else was raking it up, giving you like $20 at the end of the night. You're like, bro, you're giving me an Applebee's tip out?
Yeah. Well, that That isn't cool then. But like I said, as long as the cheddar at the end, like to me, I don't think about like how much you should owe me. I just think about how much I made. At the end of the night, if what's in my hand I'm happy with, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? But if it isn't, then there's a fucking problem.
I just look at it like it's a broken system to begin with.
Yes.
Like it's it's an ownership issue when like really because it's been figured out. There's a Dave and Buster's does it where they have a service bar in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And if you're the service bar guy, you just go in like shorts and a wife beater and just rock.
Yeah.
You put your music on, you fucking make, you know what I mean? They have like a little station back there. And I think that's a solution. Like you pay somebody kitchen hours and you pay them to fucking push shit out through the window. You know what I mean? Like,
all right. Yeah, but like what person would want to like you turn it into a kitchen employee job.
Yeah,
basically.
It's basically a pipeline for you to say, hey man, like you're a great employee. If you want to make your way out to the front of the house, then here is the pipeline for you to do so.
Yeah.
Learn how to make drinks at the same pace and the same perfection that you were taught to do in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Keep your standards high, keep your station clean, because this is all the shit that's going to be on display when they put when the big show's on, when you get in front of the people.
Yeah.
You know, like I just think that'd be a solid process. Like I came from the kitchen and I think all the stuff that I learned from the kitchen helped me succeed in the front of the house.
Yeah.
And not only that, like now, if this is, played out like it's a 5-year process or something like that, now you're like the most knowledgeable guy behind the bar. You know how to prep everything in the kitchen, and you know how to do everything back behind the bar. Like if you talk about the menu to a guest or what's going on in the restaurant to the guest, it's like they're going to have like an elevated perception of what's going on back there.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be like, damn, like everybody fucking knows everything here. This place has their shit together. You know,
so I guess that would be my only problem with that system is that like how quickly will that guy who's in the back getting paid hourly and some tip out or whatever say to himself like, why the fuck am I doing this
when I could
be working anywhere else and being a bartender? You know,
because you're not going to get the opportunity. You have to invest in yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it still kind of is like a situation where like the owner's taking advantage of of somebody. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like you're never going to get around that.
Yeah.
You're getting paid a higher hourly rate than the bartenders are.
Yeah.
I think that's something like going back on what we were talking about last episode about like the discrepancy between like front of the house and back of the house. It's like I feel like the front of the house doesn't get the credit from the back of the house that they're like betting on themselves.
Yeah.
Like they're showing up to work betting that it's going to be busy. Like if it's not busy, you're making less. Like how many guys in the kitchen would say, oh, well, we only did 30 covers tonight, so you're going to make $5 less an hour. They'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah.
But we do take that gamble and have to experience that at times.
Yeah, but the gamble that we take always pays out. Like when was the last time, has it ever happened that you made the same hourly wage as somebody in the back of the house? Like
I bet it has.
I'm just saying, when has it happened? Like
I don't know, because I don't know what those guys are getting paid anymore. I would say
they're probably.
I know the guys
say they're getting paid $20 an hour, which probably is like some of them get 24, some of them get 18. But whatever, just call it 20, 22 an hour. When was the last time you made $22 an hour? I'll say like 2004.
I mean, what is that? That's
like,
that's me. That's me leaving an 8-hour shift with
$160. That's like a bad.
Why? Because you're taking taxes out of it.
Well, no, I'm just saying you're walking with $160 on an 8-hour shift. When was the last time that happened?
Why is it 160?
Because that's times 20. 8 times 20 is 160.
All right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now. I was like, that's 200. No, because I was thinking, all right, so at the airport, you get like your starting wage like $24 an hour.
Yeah.
So that's where my head was, all right, it's 200.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that actually doesn't even, I didn't even think of that. I mean, you're technically getting paid $4 an hour. Whatever you think, whatever, that's a fucking jerk off amount of money. But still, now you're thinking,
going towards
when was
taxes.
the last time, well, I'm just saying, like, when was the last time you got paid $16 an hour in tips at the end of the night? So what is it, fucking 16 times 8? Whatever, 90. Like, when was the last time you walked on a fucking 8-hour shift with like $110 in your hand?
I mean, it's probably happened to me like one time a year on average.
I mean,
like sometimes at the airport it is like,
yeah,
that.
It just is what it is.
Well, there'll be like a weather problem or something. You know what I mean? Something goes down where it's just nothing. There's no business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm spoiled at the spot I'm at too, where I can't really complain ever about the money because like. Slow nights. You remember, like, a slow night, you're still making, and I'm talking fucking epically slow. Shit has just catastrophically not gone right. I'm still walking with 200.
Yeah.
Like, usually easy,
yeah, that's probably even on the low side.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like you'll back into making 240.
Yeah, you're gonna make cuts, especially your position. Like you're not getting cut because you're the only bartender on, so it's like you're impervious from getting cut. Like you're locked into the long haul anyway.
Yeah,
and now you're gonna end up pool house situation with a lesser staffed floor.
Yeah,
like
we can make it work in one way or another.
Yeah.
All I'm saying though is I forget why the fuck would we even start on this?
We're
All
just
I'm saying is like
trying to get a little bit of love from the kitchen for taking the gamble.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying like that to me, like it's not a gamble. So like no matter what, you're gonna make more than the back of the house every single time you walk in the building. Like unless you want to like move, pull out like the outlier, or like you said at the airport on a fucking when there's weather involved, maybe you're right. But you're talking once every year, maybe, or maybe once every couple years. 99.99% of the time you walk into the building, it's not a gamble. You just know you're going to make more than the back of the house. Period. Unless there's like like you said, that one weird thing, or you're working on a Sunday with a guy who's working, his 60th hour and he's in double time or something,
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like they gotta. There's situations where they're gonna do just as good.
I don't know. I hope so for their sake.
Like how much?
I love the kitchen guys. I feel bad for it all the time. I wish there was an answer.
Dude, I love the kitchen guys too. Yeah. Like I'm just really more focusing on like the 5 guys in my history of life that just haven't been able to get it through their head of like, can you just stop being fucking mad about this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's who really I'm more referencing with this.
Yeah. Like, well, and even them, like if you're mad about it, then stop working in the kitchen. Like,
yeah, like
sorry, that's. I figured that out a long time ago.
Don't work in a restaurant. Yeah. Like,
actually, there was like kind of there was a turning point for me where I just started bartending. Right, so like literally the way I started bartending was I showed up on a Saturday, and the kid who was supposed to be there in the morning was hungover and didn't come in. So they were like, "You're the only one who like. Do you know anything about bartending?" I'm like, "I drink a lot, so yeah. I can
I know what the
out.
bottles look like."
So that was it. So they put me on, and that was kind of like my beginning point. But then like I was also like proving myself to be a valuable employee in other ways. So they were like, "Hey, we need somebody to expo on Saturday nights and like kind of like help us like coordinate the kitchen and shit like that. Like would that be something you're interested in doing?" Like, all right, yeah, I guess I'm 19 years old. I don't give a fuck. I'll give that a shot. And there was a moment where they were like, they wanted me to step into that like kind of like kitchen management role. But then I was like, well, these hourly checks, I'm like, they're disappearing by all of the money I'm making, like serving and bartending too.
Yep.
So it was one of those things where I was just like, man, I don't really want to do that because like, what am I going to do? I'm going to get a check every week for $150, man. Like I make that on like a Saturday lunch, like bartending. Like I don't need that shit, So that was like, but that's just it, dude. You have to. I'm sorry that like getting a knife tattoo and having a fucking like I'm sorry that it's not as glamorous as Anthony Bourdain made it to be. It's just not. It's like working in a kitchen sucks, and there's no money in it, and there's no future in it. And I'm sorry that you have a drug problem. Like, but you should be out front talking to people. If you don't want to fucking talk to people, get out of the service business, because otherwise there's no money. There's no money in this business unless you own the motherfucking restaurant or are willing to talk to people. Like that's it,
I mean, that's like kind of like another point that I had too is like your ability to mail it in.
Yeah.
Like it's tough to mail it in when you're supposed to be entertaining people.
Oh yeah, when you're the face of the franchise, it's fucking impossible.
It's pretty easy to mail it in the kitchen.
Dude, yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like you can come in hungover, step off, fucking throw up your brains out, come back, smoke a joint outside, whatever you need to do, get back in the zone. But it's like when you're out there in the ocean, bro.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is very tough.
And
it's a skill, too, because, like, granted, a lot of my experience in that shit started off as being, like, hungover, half drunk, on, substances of all sorts. Like, that taught you, though, later on in life when you're just an old man, like, I don't complain about my fucking shitty knees. I don't complain that I'm sick. I don't complain that I have a headache or a migraine and shit. It's like, this is it, man. Like, you have to just put a smile on your face, and just every time you go in the back, you just pop a fucking ibuprofen, and you're like, I fucking hate this shit, But you don't ever let them see you sweat,
That makes me think about that story when you were opening the new restaurant and the kid's like, I need to eat a mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're not going to eat a mac and cheese until 10:30 at night, bro. Like you're in,
So it's 7 o'clock on opening night. When do we get to eat?
you're in big trouble.
You don't.
Yeah. Why didn't you eat at 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. You eat dinner at 3:30 in the afternoon, and then when you get home at 1:45 in the morning,
That's lunch.
Then you make a sandwich.
That's the next day lunch. Like,
yeah. And then you go to sleep with that shit still like inside of your fucking neck, and then you get heartburn and you die. Like that's bartending, man.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like it, go back to school and learn a trade. Like I don't know what to tell you, but this is that trade, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, as much as the shit that like these things like bother me when they happen, that it is kind of a badge of honor to just be like, dude, you be a fucking man, you know? Like even if you're a woman, be a man.
Yeah.
Like when you're on the shift, it's like nobody gives a fuck about your problems. Like eat all of the shit and then don't let anyone see you sweat. People fucking respect that too. People look around and they're like, wow, your bar is fucking busy, man. Like, good job for fucking keeping it all together.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about you, like, walking around being like, yeah, my feet hurt. I haven't eaten anything all day. And, you know, my fucking, I didn't get any sleep last night. It's like, I don't fucking care, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. Give me my fucking drink.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
People always say that. They say, like, how are you doing today? And I'm like, you don't fucking care.
Yeah,
You don't want to hear. You didn't come here for that. I'm terrible. I'm a lifetime restaurant employee.
Yeah. I've fucked up, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm here, you know.
It's like I didn't buy any bullets for my guns because of this.
I didn't buy Bitcoin when it was fucking $10.
Oh, man.
That's what that's fucking how I am.
I wonder what other things I really missed out on.
Antivirus?
Like if I had the time, what's my Biff's sports book that I fucking missed out on?
Well, have I didn't miss out on it, but have I ever told you like the urban legend in my family?
Whoa.
Well, I mean, other
It's
than
not
the
gonna,
Nazis.
yeah, it's not going to overtake this, I feel like, but try it
well,
on me.
So my same grandfather, his great uncle, right? Because they were all from Belgium or one of those fucking Central European countries. But when they came over, the guy owned like a very, very successful deli bakery in Brooklyn. To the point it was like famous enough where actually he baked the cake for FDR's like inauguration or one of them. It's like he's a well-known baker, deli guy or whatever, and he had a spread that he would put on sandwiches and sell them, like, you know. So one day, one guy comes in and says, hey, you should really like bottle that and sell it to people. And he's like, what? It's like some, you know, it's some bullshit recipe from the fucking Central Europe that like everyone in Central Europe does it. And he's just like, it's fucking easy, man. It's all it is fucking eggs, oil, like blah, blah, blah. Like this is the recipe. Like it's nothing. Like everyone in fucking Belgium does this. It's nothing. Gives it to the guy. Hellman's mayonnaise is born.
That's crazy.
That's like the urban legend in our family is that like I should be the heir to the Hellman's mayonnaise fortune. But instead I'm bartending like a fucking asshole.
That's how you fuck Paris Hilton in middle school too, bro.
I had every opportunity to be like one of the fucking Illuminati, man. I should have been on the Epstein list.
Yes. I had like a funny like universe like keeping me in check kind of situation like that today, where I'm like, I don't know how to set this up the best. So I have like this young, pretty blonde girl sit down. You know what I mean? She gets an espresso martini.
Yep.
And I don't get mad. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then then I have and then she starts talking and she sounds like she's from down south. And I look down, she's got her ID out, like I need to check it for the drink that I already gave her.
Yeah.
And she's from Kentucky. So I'm already thinking, I'm like, yo, you got to overthrow you know about Thomas Massey getting kicked out of the.
No.
We won't go down this rabbit hole just yet. So anyway, I'm like thinking about that. I'm like, damn, yo, you're from Kentucky. You got to go home and fucking and fix your state. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm like getting ready to talk to this broad about. And then this fucking weird dude comes up to me and he's like, I need to prove to you that I have psychic abilities right now. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
No, you don't.
I was like, yeah, but I was like, all right. And he goes, damn, I can't even say. He knew where my wife worked at. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's weird.
That doesn't sound like psychic. It sounds like you're just a creep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so my girl coworker heard this, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Like, but like, because she knows, like, we were friends beforehand. You know what I mean? And but I figured out what the deal was pretty quickly because she had to go to something like extracurricular last night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, this guy was at the same thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I already know what's up in my head. And
she was probably like, "Oh, my husband works at Providence Provision or whatever the fuck." Yeah.
Tried to get the business going, you know. So I'm like, all right, nice. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like looking at the guy server, right? And he's like goo eyeing this girl, you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's so funny that like at this point where I could have been like a degenerate, you know what I mean? Like, hey, hon, how you like riz this girl up, right? Some angel comes off from heaven is like, hey, married man, don't be trying any bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then I end up talking to the girl who she was talking to. This girl, she didn't even tell me. You know how she told me she was a bartender? Because she gave me a $25 tip on 2 drinks. Never even said she was a bartender. The girl told me that she was a bartender that I was talking to. You know why she was going wherever she was going to? Because she just caught her fiance fucking her sister.
Yikes.
So this lady was like, she's like the Real Housewives of Kentucky. You should hear what she was telling me, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? It was just like this crazy... Yeah, so I don't know. That's my crazy story for the day. On
what a fucking low down dirty bitch. Who goes around fucking their sister's fucking fiancés and shit?
I don't know, but my man, the guy who's Google Eye was our man Jared, who was here 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
and I go, bro, you played that whole thing horribly. I go, you walked away when like all the juicy stuff came out. Yeah, and then the layup when
that's literally that's an alley-oop.
Because I wasn't there when she was telling her the story. Like I must have been waiting on somebody else. You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, bro, if you could have only pieced that together, and been Prince Charming, you would have been set.
Could have been fucking that girl in the bathroom.
You would have been. I guess. in the.
I mean, once your fiance fucks your sister, at that point in time, you're just like, well, now I'm just gonna be a whore. Yeah. I'm gonna go fucking crazy now.
But later on, he was like, we were like talking about it in the back and shit, and he has like an epiphany. He goes, "Yo, how bad you think the sister was?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's fucking great. That's good shit.
What is it about bartenders in general? I mean, I guess I get it. It's because of the drinking and all that shit, but you do kind of like have a bunch of people who just say a bunch of shit to you that's like, oh, I don't need to know this, man. Like,
that's like the wrap up on the story, right? Yeah. So she told the lady she was a bartender, but she was already like halfway through school to be a nurse.
Yeah.
I'm like, so your whole life is just dealing with people's problems.
Yeah,
that, you know,
it's cleaning up shit one way or another.
Other people's problems. Yeah, I was like, this sounds terrible, hon. You gotta, you gotta make some new choices.
Yeah, you gotta get out of that.
Oh, so you don't know about Thomas Massey?
No, I don't know. Yeah, tell me.
He's like a senator. He's like a senator from Kentucky, like nowhere, Kentucky, and basically the powers that be inserted another politician into his whatever the race is where you have to get like approved again.
Yeah.
What's like the minor race where it's like all of the guys like running at once.
The fuck is it?
The primaries.
Primary.
So they got
I wanted to say preliminary.
So they got this other guy running against him. And this dude's like been the guy there for like 12 years or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody's ever opposed him. He's always he's never really campaigned. Like he's just been the guy there. Yeah. And I forget what the number is, but it's like the guy raised like 900% more money than Massey did.
So he's getting funded by somebody.
And Massey was the dude speaking out about the Epstein files. He was the dude, you know what I mean? He's been the dude telling everybody how stuff is going down in Congress.
Yeah.
And now he's out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got him out on the primaries. Didn't even give him a chance to run again.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that is crazy if he's the incumbent and he didn't even get a chance to run.
That's exactly what happened. You should look into it, bro. It's like if you care about America at all.
I don't, so.
Well, it's going to be bad news. It's bad news for freedom going forward.
I mean, I got news for you, but I don't know what freedom you think you have, but you don't. We're run by oligarchs anyway.
We're hanging on by a thread. That's why Brendan doesn't care about conspiracy theories, because he knows what's up. He knows. At the end of the day, you know.
I mean, I know that I'm that small in a world that's that big.
Yeah.
You know? And that world that's that big is that small in a universe that big. Like, we're
like
nothing.
the end
man.
of Men in Black.
I just feel like when it comes to conspiracy theories and shit, it always just leads back to the fact that it's like, if somebody is in charge of the planet Earth and is like making things happen to like whatever, keep people down or whatever the fuck you want to say, I still don't believe that person even knows what the fuck is going on in the universe.
Yeah, that's why it's such a shit show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So to me, it's just like, why am I going to waste my time worrying about this motherfucker who's like apparently in charge of everything, but like we're literally just fucking blinks in the universe scheme. You know?
I don't fucking have money for $7 a gallon gasoline. That's what I'm trying to.
I mean, we do though. Like,
no,
we kind of do.
Nah, bro.
I'm just saying, there's people in like Southeast Asian villages who are like shitting inside of buckets, and like, yeah, I mean, I have money for $7 a gallon. Like,
that just made me
know?
think of this one clip that I saw that I can just never get out of my mind, and it's like people living on boats in like Asia somewhere.
Yeah.
Like this old Asian lady in a muumuu just walks out on top of her deck and like straddles the thing like this and just fucking shits into the ocean, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, holy shit, dude. Like,
I'm just saying, like, we complain about a lot of bullshit in the fucking, I know people like say first world problems like snarkily, but it's true, man. Like, we're doing fine. Like,
yeah, but when I don't know, bro. I feel like it's gonna start being bad. The data centers and shit, they're taking all the water. They're making electricity more expensive, fuels more expensive, food's getting more expensive. It's like, how many hours a week you got to work to like.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
shit.
right now, there's fucking kids in China working 80 hours a week on fucking Nikes, like making $1 an hour. Like,
I mean, they're not going to have a happy life.
They don't have one out anyway. That's what I'm saying.
No end.
All of the things that people complain about are just things that are making like your very comfortable, like first world existence, like slightly less comfortable. Like, I don't give a shit. I just don't. I don't fucking care about, the Nancy and fucking Jeffs of the world. I just don't give a shit.
What'd they do to you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't do anything for me either. So fuck them. You know, all these people that complain about this shit. It's just like, dude, try living in fucking like Azerbaijan for a fucking afternoon. See what that's like. It's like,
I don't care how many times I watch the Animaniacs clip. I would never be able to find that country.
That was a good show. I'm just saying, like, take things with a grain of salt. Like, have a little bit of fucking appreciation.
I feel like
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people in general.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I feel like I work hard enough and appreciate the effort that goes into it and all of the shit.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm getting as ahead as I should be, busting my ass like I am.
Yeah, but all right.
I just don't like to see my tax dollars being wasted fraudulently.
Yeah.
With like such.
I agree
reckless
with all that.
abandon,
Here's the thing, though.
That's where I'm at.
The thing I always come back to is this. There's what would you say, like 7.5 billion people in the world, right?
No idea.
Whatever it is. It's around there, somewhere in the sevens or whatever. There's that many people in the fucking world, right? Americans make up 350 million of them, right? Which means that if you're even middle class as a fucking American, you're probably living better than, what would you say, maybe like 80 to 85% of the world's population. If you want to make shit equitable, if you like really want to be like, hey, you know what? We all need to band together. The system's unfair. We need to make shit like everyone gets their equal share. You work hard. This is what you get. Then your quality of life is going to go down considerably. It ain't going to go up.
I'm not trying to do that.
There you go. So then if you're not trying to do that, then what you're trying to do is say, hey, assholes, I want mine. Right? That's basically what it comes down to, is that I deserve this because I work hard and I want more. Well, guess what? You know what the people above you are doing? They're saying, hey, asshole, I work hard and I deserve more and I'm going to get more. That's what they're doing to you. So all of this shit is just running downhill, So you don't want, I'm not saying, again, you personally.
I understand,
But you want to pull people up, or do you want to bring yourself up? Because if you want to bring yourself up, don't be surprised when the people above you are trying to fucking pull up the ladder behind them, Like, that's the fucking nature of the world.
Yeah, but I don't mind that as much because
I know you don't mind. That's fine.
I feel like we're talking about like different. We're talking about the same thing at some point.
Same,
different
but different.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to help anybody up.
Yeah.
That's not trying to help themselves up. That's what my issue is. Like I'm I'm running my hamster wheel, right?
Yep.
And whatever I'm generating, there's a portion of that being taken away from me
Yeah.
to help other people.
Yeah.
But it's being wasted. It's not being used the right way.
Yeah.
So now I'm just at a point where it's like I don't want to help anybody else. I just want to disappear into like a foresty property with other people, like-minded people like myself. Like, I don't want to pay taxes anymore. I don't want to be part of society anymore. Because I just feel like there's too much, like, there's too many fucking losers. You know, like, it's just, I want to get out. I don't want to help anybody else out because I don't feel like they would be trying to do the same thing. I don't feel like it's reciprocated.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody's too selfish.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to admit though, you're saying something selfish and then telling people that they're selfish, you know?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying. I'll be fine with calling myself selfish.
Yeah.
Because I'm willing to do all of my own work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you're willing to make the wheel spin completely on its own and you just want to keep all your stuff, then I think you should be able to do that.
Sure, but then you have to remember though that the most money that you send to the federal government goes to what?
I don't know, fucking war.
Exactly.
Not fixing the bridges and potholes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, a lot of liberal people will kind of like complain about the defense budget. It's like, oh, well, we spend more than the next 20 countries combined on our defense budget. Well, do you know what that does? That makes us have a lot of things that can kill people. And if anyone fucks with us,
that's
then
why we're not getting
them.
invaded.
Yeah. So if you want to retire to your forested area and then be like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just be on my own over here. It's like, do you want to protect yourself? Like,
yes.
because guess what? Like, we don't have to let you be able to get firearms. We could just not let you do that. And do you want us to show up with fucking Abrams tanks at your house? Because we could do that too. You know, like, whether or not you believe it or not, or want to believe it or not, like you exist under the umbrella of the United States, you know, military complex, you know? And at that point in time, it's like, hey, if you want to go live on your own, you could go do it on somebody else's fucking land. And then when the fucking Costa Ricans show up at your fucking village, show up at your place with machetes and shit trying to kill you, good luck, you know?
I don't know.
Just saying.
I'm not trying to go to Costa Rica. I'm trying to buy a piece of land in the country that I live in and just be left alone.
But they're not going to sell you that piece of land because it's theirs.
Who?
The federal government.
I'm not trying to buy federal government land.
If you're trying to buy land inside of the United States, it's owned by the federal government. That's why you pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can own the deed, but at the end of the day, they're going to come and be like, you owe us X amount of dollars for living in this place because this is our country, and if you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah, but there's some places where the country rules get superseded by the state level rules.
Yeah.
So, like, if you find a place that has low to no income tax / property tax, whatever, it's like you got to find that sweet spot.
Well, yeah. So if you want to go to Idaho though and like live like those guys, where it's like fucking, you know, I got guns and shit, and I
do not believe Idaho is on this list.
Oh, Idaho is fucking like definitely like one of those like. It's one of the last bastions of like that fucking Waco mentality where it's like this is
maybe the mentality, but like I'm talking about like the laws at like the local level.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the areas of Idaho is like wilderness. They don't even they don't have laws on the local level.
Yeah, but I'm talking. No, all right. I'm talking about what you have to pay to like maintain your apocalypse property. Whether it's like property taxes, whether it's I don't know what other shit you'd be looking at. I think it's just property taxes.
Yeah.
Property taxes, income taxes, and then like do states have like shit like we used to have like an excise tax where you're paying on the value of your vehicle or
shit,
whatever. Yeah, like you got to find those places that have none of that shit.
Yeah.
And like not nobody has none of it, but you got to find some place that has very low.
Amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to your point, most of the places that are going to have that stuff, it's probably somewhere like those Idaho places you're talking about. You know, like you're not going to be in the city.
Yeah.
Chilling. Like,
and those people though aren't very, you know, they aren't very cultured or educated. You know,
probably not going to be making a ton of money in hospitality.
No, not at all.
Maybe dive bartender, maybe somewhere, just pumping Bud Heavies.
I mean, probably not even that though, because those people don't even have money themselves.
Yeah,
you know, so
yeah, you gotta learn how to make some shine.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the long story short is just though, you know, we don't have it as bad as people kind of make it out to be in this country. Like we're doing fine, you know. Everyone wants to say like Rome is falling, and it's just like, I don't know, dude. Like, it kind of sucks, but that's the system we live in. I'd still rather live here than 95% of other fucking areas of the world.
I mean, you're the one trying to feed 3 extra mouths with all this shit going on. So if you're chilling, then
and here's the thing too: is like that's another thing. It's like all these things with the conspiracies and all that shit, and like hating on like whatever. It's just like, to me, I just control the things I can control. Like.
Yeah,
I don't fucking care about, the guy from Kentucky talking about the Epstein list, because whether or not I care about him or not, that shit's going to happen. Like, why don't I waste my time, like, caring about the things that, like, actually enrich my life, I think a lot of people just, I don't know, maybe try and look, like, at the bigger picture when it's like, try looking at the smaller picture, Try zooming in, If you zoom out, things get depressing, Like, real quick.
I mean, I see that all the time. People like put like, oh, they make it seem so divided, all this shit. It's like, go outside and talk to your neighbors.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I
go to my kids' baseball games and like, I talk with the other dads, and sometimes they say some crazy shit, and I just go, well, okay, cool, good for you,
Yeah.
That's all right. I don't need to fucking be all up in arms about shit, Just fucking relax. People
That's
take
like
themselves too fucking seriously nowadays.
Like that's the last thing that like amped up baseball dad wants to hear is Brennan's just relax energy. He's like, no,
I'm just saying though.
I want to get fired up.
You have guys, fucking. I feel like that's a rite of passage with like other parents or whatever when you have kids. Or like all of a sudden the dad will just like slip in like a Trump joke or something, just seeing where you were,
Oh yeah, he's trying to figure you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just give him nothing back. Whereas like, it's like I give them nothing. I'm just a blank wall of fucking neutralment, neutrality.
I feel like it's funny how Trump has like occupied every sector of like positive and negative in my brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like I've like been for him, I've been against him, like I've fucked with what he's doing, I've been liking what he's doing. You know what I mean? It's like he's like at every level of like approval rating, I've checked the dot for. Like I've been at 1 and I've been at 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like
you know why it is? Like at the end of the day, you know what Trump's main appeal is that whatever you want to think about Donald Trump, he isn't out there just like trying to convince you that he is anything other than what he is. Yeah. So the reason that he occupies is so many different areas of your brain is the same reason that like a friend of yours occupies so many like you're one of my good friends at this point. I consider you a good friend, right? You say shit though all the time where I'm just like, I just don't believe in that at all. But I just am able to be like, all right, well that's over there in my brain.
Yeah.
Because then you'll say something hilarious where I'm like, oh, well that's why I hang out with him, because he's over here now, Like that's just being a fucking person. Politicians are like supposed to not do that. So politicians are supposed to live in that area of your brain where it's just like milquetoast, like designed answers that are written by a fucking monitor, where it's just like, the situation's complicated. There's some things like this and there's some things like that. And hopefully we can all come together and do this. Well, Trump doesn't do that. Trump just says whatever the fuck is on his mind, good or bad, Which, again, sometimes you're going to listen to that and be like, that's fucking scary, dude. You shouldn't be saying that. And then every now and again, you're going to say, like, that's kind of funny, dude. That's you're cooking a little bit now,
Like the last time
I don't know if that's good for a president to be, but at the very least, like, he says shit that's on his mind and you don't have to, like, wonder what, like, I know what his motivations are. They're bad motivations, like, but I think most people's motivations are bad in the political sphere. At least I don't have to guess what Trump's are. Like, I know he's probably just grifting us to try to make money and try to fucking bury his name on the Epstein list and have sex with underage kids. And, like, all of these things are fucking terrible, but I at least understand why he's doing what he's doing, Whereas dudes like, I don't know, like Mike Pence or whatever, like, I don't understand what he's doing. Like, why are you trying to do this? Like, even Obama to an extent, like, what did you get out of this? Is it just ego? Like, did you want to help? I don't think you did. Like, nobody, I don't think, actually gets into politics to help people. Like, maybe I'm being cynical. I don't even know. It's just such a shitty, like, area of life. It's like, what are you guys up to?
Yeah.
Like, whereas Trump, you're just like, well, you're probably too stupid to get away with anything anyway,
There's puppets, bro.
Yeah, but that's just it. Who wants to who strives to be a puppet? Like, what is the point? You know, I don't even understand that mentality.
Probably just to live a comfortable life. Just trying to get to some point to where you're fucking rich.
I mean, Donald Trump had fucking gold toilets. Like, how much more comfortable do you got to be? You know?
Yeah, that's true. It's like The Apprentice wasn't like.
Yeah, I mean
that just turned into like low quality heroin. He's like, I need something more.
Yeah. I kind of think that it has to be all ego based, like across all, spheres of politics. Whether you're the local mayor of your town or like it all has to scratch that itch. Maybe that's just what it is. But like I find it very hard to believe that anybody gets into that shit like from a genuine desire to do good in their community.
Yeah, I wonder if any of them were like fucking, like they're all just fucking jerk offs in school.
Probably.
Like, you know what I mean? Like getting bullied or something. And now this is like, they're like, I'm going to show them.
Yeah. I mean, or it could just be the opposite. It could just be like they in school learned like, all right, well, I can be popular and people like me, and I could probably just parlay that into an entire career. I don't have to be good at anything other than just being liked by people.
Yeah, but I think you end up being like an actor.
Yeah, that's
at
it.
That point, you know, like I don't know what it's like. You're like you weren't good enough to crack into Hollywood, so they're like you're going to be these political actors instead.
I mean that tracks because they're not very good actors. Like you listen to them talk, and you're just like, I don't believe a fucking word you're saying. Now, if like Daniel Day-Lewis wanted to get into politics, we'd be in fucking trouble because that guy could probably say some shit where I'd be like, yeah, let's kill the Jews.
Riot.
That's where you get that's where you run into Hitlers, where it's like, bro, you shouldn't have been a politician. You should have been winning Oscars.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
That's what they fixed it. They after World War II, they were like, all right, we got this the wrong way around.
We'll develop the Hollywood complex.
Yeah. We got to go this the other way. Yeah.
Oh, it's not a bad idea.
Like, imagine they like fixed it beforehand, and like the alternate universe is like Hitler is like fucking.
It's like Laurence Olivier.
I don't know.
He's like in Lawrence.
I can't think.
Yeah.
Some famous actor. He's like John Wayne or Humphrey Bogart. Is that some
or
famous...
Ronald Reagan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, and then he's the president.
Damn. We went full circle on that.
What a cool alternate universe we just created.
Yeah. So there's that.
And
speaking of
you're
cool,
probably royalty because of your grandfather.
That's true. Yeah. Like, hey, Herman Goering. Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. I had an intrusive thought that I was like, been hanging out with Wilkie too much. The hantavirus and shit. You heard about this shit that's going on now? Whatnot?
It's like on a cruise ship or something.
Yeah.
And
But like, there's people out there who are just like, oh, it's going to kill 40% of the population. And I was like, well, that seems high, but all right. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, what if, like, I don't think, well, I mean, who knows what started COVID? But what if whoever started COVID or whatever happened with COVID, they saw what happened, and then what happened after COVID? There was a huge push for, like, AI, like, all this shit to be like, well, how can we, like, still function as a society with, like, a lot less people? And then they, like, bring out the big guns, where it's like, maybe there is something on the next horizon where it's like, dude, maybe this is going to kill us all. And, like, they don't give a shit because, like, most of us are going to be unemployed anyway in, like, 3 years. Yeah. You know? Like...
A lot less work on the Terminator robots to keep the human population
kind of,
alive.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of, I had that flash of a moment where I was like, oh, no, I'm starting to think like Wilk.
Yeah, I just...
Your Kyle Busch died?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Severe illness all of a sudden?
And just died. He's 41.
41.
He's younger than me.
Yeah. And he got like checked into the hospital. He was still racing like a week ago. It was like a sinus infection. Just died. Think that might be it? Like weird.
The hantavirus?
I'm just saying, like
maybe, yeah. Maybe, I like where you're going with this.
Maybe they're like kind of telling like big media, like maybe he was the first famous guy to die, and there's going to be more to come, and they're just like, hey, just say like severe illness and don't say anything else, you know?
Hey.
Like, yeah. I'm just that's sketchy.
It's not connected at all, but it made my brain think of it that I recently saw like this new push of like George Floyd didn't die because that cop put his knee in his neck. He died from a fentanyl overdose, and that they should be letting that guy get a retrial and get out of jail.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, that's a hell of a fucking precursor to a riot right there.
Yeah, no
like,
shit.
What
if
the
that guy
fuck,
gets
dude?
out,
like,
yeah,
like that's like the fucking Rodney King shit all over again.
Although I think, well, yeah, the Rodney King guys got off.
Yeah, and that's why they had that fucking riot.
Yeah.
That's in your favorite band Sublime's intro.
Yeah, that's I toured the area that like got blown out by those riots because they rebuilt it all, like made it nice. My dad took me on very strange field trips. So he lived out there. He lived in Long Beach. So like when I went out to visit him, he just like we walked around like the area that was like burnt out from the LA riots. He was just like, hey, and that was the old bodega that we used to go to. That was the supermarket. That was the speaker store. It was just like it was like brand new, like freshly like made again. But like that's
He's like, yeah, they don't even fucking let the black guys come in here anymore.
Yeah,
they made this place nice.
Yeah, it was weird. Long Beach is a shithole though. So,
yeah.
Or
I've never been to California.
It was in 1994 or whatever the fuck that was, or 93 when I went out there. Yeah.
People don't have much good things to say about it.
Yeah, no, it was a dump.
I mean, Joe Rogan left.
Yeah.
Said I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Joe, you see the whole thing where like Joe Rogan said he thinks Theo Von's gonna like hurt himself, and then Patrick Bet David picked up on it, and now there's like all these big talking heads like saying shit about Theo Von's going to kill himself, but he went on, Theo Von went on Joe Rogan being, like, very anti-Israel.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck is all this shit? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
So now everybody's saying this is, like, there were all these hints before that Rogan was, like, bought by the man. You know what I mean? And now he...
Oh, so they're, like, he's playing... Oh, so not even jokingly. They're saying, like, oh, no, he's not doing well mentally, so don't be surprised if he kills himself.
I think Rogan put, like, an apology out about it, because he was catching, like, a lot of flack from, like, all the little talking heads of the internet, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
like,
at the end of the day, you don't fucking air somebody's shit on fucking, for paid content, It's kind of shitty.
So I don't know. I always thought that, like, Rogan was, like, cool because he, like, tried to open the door for, like, everybody else.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. It seems like he's had Theo on a few times and shit and tried to do what's best for him. And, like, why now?
Yeah.
Would you say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, did you end up watching the Kevin Hart roast or whatever?
No, but I went when I saw Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
He did like all the jokes that he was going to do as like the ending to his set.
Yeah,
and he basically premised it with like, I got a feeling everybody in Boston's going to like this, and just went on like every black joke.
Yeah,
he was going to go, and I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that he's like using the precursor of Boston being a racist sports city
to
be like, you guys are going to love this.
Yeah, well, that's
and
true.
He made no jokes about the Sixers sending the Celtics home. Like that, the thing would have had to be rescheduled if the Celtics were still in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and because they choked, everything went on accordingly, and they lost to his team. I don't know, was you want to turn the crowd against them, or
is he a Sixers guy?
He's like a Philly guy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But anyway, I did not see the Kevin Hart roast, but I saw the follow-up.
The jokes weren't even funny. The jokes were like the jokes
on
were
Netflix,
like
right?
Fucking mean. Like it's one of those things where like every fucking joke I heard from that thing, I was like, not even just about Kevin, but like the other people. Like he's straight up like calling Chelsea Handler out for being on Epstein Island. It's like that's not a joke,
he
dude.
Did that at the show. Yeah, he was like, look it up. Yeah. It's real.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like that's not a joke, dude. You're just straight going for that woman's jugular.
Yeah.
You know, like. There's no ha-has in that punchline.
The chick, there's some black chick whose like husband killed himself.
Yeah.
Did you see her?
I did, yeah.
She was on Shane's podcast like after the roast.
Yeah.
And she made me a fan, bro. Like she's mad funny.
Yeah.
Like she was even like they were calling like the other guys like off screen, like Lemaire and everybody else. Like she picked up on like the inside jokes that they were giving those guys.
Yeah.
And so like there were a few times in the pod, she's like, Lemaire, when you going to tell Shane you in love with him?
Yeah.
You gay as fuck. You know what I mean? Like just saying stuff like that. Yo, this girl's fucking funny as hell. But I was disappointed that Nikki Glazer wasn't on it.
Yeah.
I feel like she killed it on the Tom Brady.
Yeah, the Tom Brady
roast.
one,
like,
she was fucking She was a fucking animal.
Yeah. So I don't know. She went off on top.
Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe, like again, he had like a few jokes where it was just like, that's not even like funny. You're just like being an asshole. Like it's like, like the old roast used to be like clever and shit. Like and he was actually good on the Tom Brady one too. But like this one, it was just kind of like, you guys, like, why would you roast somebody who you actually hate? Like, I don't even get that. It's like there's no lightheartedness.
Yeah,
in
why'd
it
they
at all.
invite you?
Yeah, it's like
I'd be like,
it seemed like most of the people like straight up fucking hated Kevin Hart, and it's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
like
that'd
this
be like
fun.
Inviting me to like the Johnny T roast. Be
Yeah,
like, this
exactly.
is not going to go well, guys. Like,
we're gonna need a police presence.
There's going to be no jokes. I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah,
Look at him.
yeah. Anyway, well, Yeah, so just, I don't know. It was like an hour of just awkwardness. Where it's like, all right.
It also wasn't like Kevin Hart on the Tom Brady roast, and he was like the roast master of the one before that, whoever they got. It's like we've been roasting Kevin Hart for like 2.5 years. Between him being on the panel of all the other ones and being the host of the two before that, it's like, dude, like we've already got him.
Yeah, and not to mention every single time you see him in like an Instagram clip or something, it's somebody calling him short or fucking whatever. You know? It's like,
yeah, it is just like short jokes,
basically. Yeah,
I feel like Kevin Hart also has a very copied personality.
Yeah,
like the way he talks or like the way he interacts or something. Like I come across a lot of like Kevin Hart posers.
Yeah,
like I'll just be talking to him and be like, "Are you doing Kevin Hart?
Is this a bit? What's going on right now?
Are you Kevin Hart? Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
is it just a like I kind of have this thing where you deal with the public enough and you come across personality clones of other people. You're like, oh, I've met your brain before. It's just in Ryan's
somebody else's body.
You know? Yeah. And it's like I'm like, is Kevin Hart just like out there more than we know?
Yeah.
And that's why everybody thinks he's so funny because it's like, oh, there's so many doppelgangers.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm funny. I think that's funny. Like,
yeah, I could go. Yeah. I mean, he was very fucking famous. I mean, he still is, but like he kind of like even as a stand-up in his early career or whatever, like he blew up, you know?
Yeah, but he's one of the, like, I've never hated on Kevin Hart, but I've never been like, yo, that dude's fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, like, he had one stand-up special that was funny. I don't think
Burt Kreischer is funny. Like, if I see him in the scrolls, I'll, like, even be tempted to be like, tell that fat slob to put his fucking shirt back on and learn how to be funny. Like,
I'll go one better. Like, I used to think Tom Segura's funny, and now I don't. Like, I think he's kind of, like, Burt has, like, rubbed off on him. Like, I don't think anything that Tom Segura does is funny at this point.
Yeah, I can't. The last funny thing I heard him do is, like, he caught his mom, like, fucking ripping ass on his cell phone camera. And then he, like, doxed her for it.
Yeah.
For, like, farting like a man. I thought that was pretty funny. But,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I got introduced to Tom Segura from Ari's special back in the day. And he was telling how he overdosed on G.
Yeah, where it's the 2-liter bottle.
Yeah, and he just drank too much of it. And I was like, yo, this dude's fucking, you know, and he just kind of reminded me of my wild past. And I was like, yo, this guy's funny. Yeah. And I feel like the longer I watched him and then, like, he had kids and stuff, and I was like, I don't think he's fucking funny anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole podcast, like 2 bears, 1 cave or whatever, it's like.
I just don't like Burt.
Yeah.
So it's like, if Segura is, like, on somebody else's pod or something, I'll watch it. Or even the pod that he has with his wife.
Yeah.
I'll be slightly entertained by that. But I don't know. I'm just saying all that to say, like, I've never been to the point with Burt with Kevin Hart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I've just never also been like, ever sat down and watched him and been like, yo, that was a solid special.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like a fan of comedy. Like, I've seen a lot of stand-ups multiple times.
Yeah.
And just I don't even think I would ever rewatch any of his.
Are we talking Burt or Kevin?
Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, so like his first special, like not first special, I don't remember which one it was. There was one there he had like a few good jokes in. But Burt, like, I love the Nikki Glaser line where it's like Burt, I love your joke. Because that's it. He had the one joke and that was it. And he rode that all the way. Like, if that didn't happen to him, like the whole Russian mafia thing, he would be like the least interesting person in the world.
That, and it's like, I feel like I used to like the Van Wilder movie, and now that I found out it's about him, I'm like, this movie fucking sucks.
It's not about him.
And Ryan Reynolds is fucking stupid now, too.
Well, yeah. It's not about him, though. It's all it is about a guy who parties a lot in college. I'm sure, like, you know, it's not like they took the story of his life and put it to screen. They just optioned, like, a Rolling Stone article and then made a movie about a fucking party animal. That's it, you know? So, loosely based on his life.
Loosely.
Is what I would call, you know. Yeah.
I can just see his tummy.
Yeah.
Can't get it out of my brain.
So yeah. What do we have on the list anyway?
I don't know. I started a new list.
Was I not invited? Oh, one thing actually I saw on here that like spoke to me here. You put down the espresso martini. You need to try the sushi teeny. Did I talk to you about that? I think you posted it.
I put it on there, but I don't really remember
why
what it's about. Yeah.
Well, you know who sent it to me and was like, make this. And I was like, okay. and I made it. And
Oh, like you're like, bro, we're like ripping on this. And
yeah,
you
exactly.
Like this?
You want me to do this?
It's like, oh.
So I had to make it, and it's awful. It's so bad. Like
What?
I went by the exact specs that like were on the Instagram like thing, and it's the grossest thing you could
What
possibly
are the
imagine.
specs? What is it?
It was
like
like
a dirty, dirty martini with fish juice in it instead, or something. It's like pickled herring.
It's soy sauce, like dry vermouth. I mean, it's a martini build, so it's vodka, dry vermouth, but then it has like soy sauce in it. It had what the fuck else was in it? Rice vinegar. I mean, it's like I can't. There was one other thing in it I can't remember, but it's like it's fucking disgusting. It's like it's not it's not umami. It's not fucking salty or briny or anything. It's like it's just straight toilet water that you've like put into a glass, and then because you skewer a sushi roll on top, it like looks Instagrammable. Like all these fucking drinks I get off of Instagram where I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Let me try that. And they're fucking disgusting. It's like, what the fuck, I don't get it. Like,
what about the one dude from the islands that makes like all those crazy drinks? You ever come across him?
Shit. The tipsy bartender, I think he's called.
Fucking terrible, dude. Like I watch what he's doing, and I'm like, bro.
And he makes it inside of like a sink where you're like, dude, did you wash your fucking dishes in that? It's like, that's disgusting.
And then he's like, to finish things off, just dump a bag of Swedish fish into this.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, he's like, if you put blue curacao on the rocks inside of a fish bowl and then pour some sugar fish into it,
100% what it is.
Everybody will love it.
Yeah.
What about there's another guy that like makes drinks. He's more like a reels guy. He's from like around here.
Yeah.
You know this guy? He puts like glitter and everything. He's always got the ice cubes in his pocket. He talks like he's from like Massachusetts.
No. His ice cubes in his pocket?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like he always has like a big he'll always have like a getup on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he'll have like a big ice cube in like his suit jacket.
And he just pulls it out of his pocket.
Takes it out, puts it in the thing, and then he puts like drink glitter in it.
Yeah.
And then he'll put like it will be like, pick your color of Red Bull to match with everything else.
Okay.
And it'll be like blue curacao and pineapple juice and something else. And now it's like some crazy green color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he fucking drinks it all in one chug and he's like, pour the rest out for my homies.
Yeah.
I got to send him to you. He has like so much content. And, like the drinks that he makes, you're like, bro.
Just trash.
What do you do? Like he'll put like blue Mad Dog with like everything would just be blue. You know what I mean? So he's got the blue Mad Dog and like the white Monster.
Yeah.
And just it's like all blue Hawaiian Punch. Like it's like, where are you getting these things from?
Hey,
like,
don't be talking shit. Let me tell you something. I still get motherfuckers coming into fucking my spot asking me for pineapple Percocets. Man. And I'm like, let it go. The drink's dead. I'm not bringing it back. I don't have any fucking coconut. Leave me alone.
I was like, what is even in that would prevent you from making it? But
I mean, nothing. I could make it. I just don't want to. Yeah.
No, it would be you'd need like a coconut simple to get that.
Well, I have coconut
color.
simple, but still,
right.
like,
you don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I was like, we don't do that anymore. Leave me alone, And also, not for nothing, it's the same person that comes in all the time asking for it. It's like I'm not bending over backwards to make you happy. Sweetheart.
MS?
Yeah. What? No. I'm just saying, like, what kind of person,
Well, two people came into mind. It was either MS, and I was like, I don't think he's ordering that, or it was my man's chicken.
Yeah.
And I was like, chicken's keeping it going.
Chicken definitely would order that.
Even though he hates me.
Yeah.
Dee told me a funny story that she was like in there with her friends, and one of them was a man, and like the whole time, chicken was just fucking hate-eyeing the young man that she was with.
Yeah. No, I thought you were saying chicken was in there with a man. I was like, oh, man, that's a plot twist.
His best friend that works at Amazon with him. Yeah, he comes in with him all the time.
Yeah, he's a strange guy. He's definitely gonna end up killing somebody. Hopefully not me. Yeah.
No, it'll be like the man that his ex-wife moves on with.
Dude, that guy would have to convince somebody to touch his penis before he could get a fucking ex-wife.
I saw this thing that was like, if you can convince a lady to be your fourth baby mama, you should be selling houses.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's valid.
And also, if we want to get onto the rundown of the list, right? Here's what I got. My man, the animated conspiracy theorist king, Dale from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
The guy who voiced him, dead.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then our guy from fucking Bloodsport, Donald Gibbs, dead.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
And then this is going to get you fired up, but I already sent it to you. When the Beatles say, "Come together right now," all over me, what do you think they're saying with that?
I mean, again, it's in reference to the fucking California governor race that they wrote that for Timothy Leary, who was the.
And I have this other funny thing. It's like working at the job that's not the airport. This lady sits down. She's like a semi-regular of mine. She goes, "Do you have that chicken margarita special going tonight?" And margarita's like some topping, you know what I mean, that they put on
like
shit.
margarita pizza kind of shit. Yeah,
maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I go, well, I just went back there. None of the cooks remember that special. I go, what was on it? And she goes, I don't know. I just remember it was good. And so I took my phone on. I go, me and my friend have a podcast about hospitality, and you just made it on the list of what we have to talk about right now, lady. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That leads me back to the people who come in and then like try to tell you what was on the menu. Like I hate those people, People they come in and they're like, oh, you used to have a chicken marsala on the menu. It's like, we're a fucking steak and sushi place. Like, no, we didn't. And they're like, no, you did. It was maybe 2 years ago. Like, I worked here.
I've been here. Yeah,
we didn't. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe when this place was a different restaurant 35 years ago, and it was a French,
or there's just like 90 restaurants in Providence. Like, is it possible that you just thought we're the different restaurant than what we are? Like, no, we didn't have fucking spaghetti and meatballs, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, can you still make it? It's like, no, I've already established with you that we never did. So no, we can't still
Dude,
make it.
I can just imagine like you ring in like a filet sub chicken marsala and like you just type in, this guy said he had it here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And like I
See
believe
what
him.
happens. Yeah.
That'd be just type I believe him. Just be like, make it.
You guys did it before. Do it again.
Go back there and have Chef fucking be mad at me.
Yeah.
Someone said that cranberry juice tastes like it doesn't want to be wet, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I can see that with like the astringency in it. Yeah. Kind of has a very like cloying sort of.
The urine of a diabetic person contains so much sugar that it can be purified and made into a high-end single malt whiskey.
Is that true?
I don't know. But somebody commented, and they're like, you mean pisky?
Yeah. Ooh.
And I was like, ooh, put that on the list.
It's like a mix between Pisco and whiskey.
I like it. Pisco is just like essentially like making coffee with the same grounds for a second time.
Is it a grape?
Yeah, but it's made it's used from the discard. It's used from the grapes discarded from the brandy making process.
Oh, really?
So it's like there. So
it's like twice used.
Yeah, like it's like second generation.
Yeah.
It's like a blunt rolled up from all the roaches of like another.
I don't understand why Pisco doesn't get like more play. Like that's good. It's delicious. You ever well, not now, but you ever had like a Pisco sour?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Like
I mean, it just tastes like fucking cognac or brandy.
Yeah, but it's like a mellower one, like a lighter.
Yeah, because all of the flavor went into making the brandy.
Yeah, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
All you're tasting is the foot cheap remnants of the ladies who stomped those grapes.
Just saying, for all of like the booze that like for no particular reason gets like bumped up in popularity, I'm surprised Pisco never like caught on.
I mean, it might be time to buy stock in it. Its day is coming.
Maybe. Yeah.
Either that or Goldschlager is going to get real cool again real fast.
I would love that. That would be hilarious. Getting schlazered.
That used to be my jam.
Yeah.
And you don't know.
Goldschlager and Jägermeister.
That it's like 70 or 80 proof or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit gets you fucked up.
Yeah, it's not fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it's not like taking shots of triple sec where it's like 30 fucking 30 proof.
Yeah.
That shit's no joke.
I was also in the process of editing the last episode. I feel like we were talking about why we weren't friends with the Russians.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like and it also is like a combination of like we were saying like you send your like mixed race friend over that presents as white and you're like, is your server the black guy?
Yeah.
But it's like you say the same thing about Russians. Be like, was it that fucking goddamn Asian? And like they are.
Yeah. They are technically Asian. Yeah.
So that is funny. You fucking start calling like, oh yeah, Putin. He's like my least favorite Asian.
Yeah. Least
Just
favorite
get people
Asian.
all fired up.
Yeah.
There's a funny guy that makes the Kill Tony rounds, like Hans Kim or something like that. He's like an Asian comedian.
Yeah.
But they ask him like what his like top 5 least favorite races are.
Yeah.
It's pretty good Pretty good riff.
Is he like an awkward Asian? Like, is he like kind of like almost like an Asperger-y kind of kid?
Nah.
No.
He seems like he could fuck a white chick.
Yeah, okay. There's like one like weird Asian kid I feel like who does like the Kill Tony circuit who's pretty funny.
I haven't come across him.
Yeah.
There's like a younger kid that killed it on Kill Tony, and I've been waiting for him to come back, but he hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably killed himself.
Maybe.
Yeah. Is he talking about the Jews? Talking about the Jews?
There was one girl that went on Kill Tony that had like if she was on a Kevin Hart's roast, she would have been applauded. But it's like she told like the best black jokes, and like the crowd was just not there for her, and it turned her into like a villain.
Yeah.
And it was like this, and she like deleted her Instagram and everything. It was like, this girl's a comedy genius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just because the crowd
she was just
bad,
ahead of her time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if Shane was on the panel instead of whoever it was, it's like she would have been like opening shows, you know? Now instead they just like sent her back to Kentucky and was like, kill yourself.
Well, we used you for the content, now you're dead to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right. I think I'm wrapping up then.
All right.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
I mean, I should have. I would have I wouldn't have to go to a child's baseball game tonight if I had.
Oh, I will say one last thing that has been entertaining me lately, now that it's like kids' sports season again, is like all the dads coming in and like we have Captain's Daughter on draft.
Yeah.
If you drink 4 Captain's Daughters
You're
on
hammered.
draft, you're fucked up.
It's like fucking 8% alcohol.
It's 9.
Is it
it's
9?
9 point something. It's not
damn.
9.0. It's 9 point something.
Yeah.
It's 2 Miller Lights in 1 cup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you guys are like, oh, I just got to get a couple going for my kid's baseball game. It's like, you're not going to remember that baseball game or the drive home from it, my man. But
I hope you have your whole family in your car.
$37.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, give us a comment. Do anything to help us out. Make us work one day a week less.
Toasty! Speaking of which, I have a playoff game tonight. Big game.